Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by the Family Forest Carbon Program, where we help family forest owners get paid to improve the health of their woods. Well, 67 degrees under cloudy skies right now as we look at the barn thermometer. We had dense fog earlier this morning, but that has since burned off. Unfortunately, we caught a heavy half-inch of rain in about a 15-minute period last evening around 9:30. That's going to set us back a few days in the field. This quick calendar reminder, you can celebrate the 38th Annual Armed Forces Day with the Findlay Military Association May 15th through the 18th. This will take place at the Hancock County Fairgrounds. Ride a Huey helicopter, watch reenactment performances, check out military vehicles from all the eras and more. Visit www.findlaymilitaryShow.org for a full schedule of events, sponsored by Ohio Logistics. Also, be sure to tune in tomorrow as the Ohio Field Leader Roadshow travels to Morrow County. I'll be visiting with Ray Van Horn on his farm, talking about the growing season and all things ag. The Ohio Field Leader is a project of the Ohio Soybean Council and your soybean checkoff. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, the House Ways and Means Committee included a 45Z extension in its budget reconciliation makeup. Sustainable aviation fuel is a key solution for strengthening U.S. energy dominance, driving investment in rural economies, and positioning the United States as a global leader in sustainable aviation fuel production, according to the Sustainable Aviation Fuels Coalition's Executive Director, Allison Grab. The 45Z Clean Fuels Production Credit is extended through 2030. In other agricultural news, tractor and combine sales seem to be trending lower from where they were a year ago. April 2025 failed to bring good news to the machinery market as tractor sales of all horsepower ranges were down 12.3% last month compared to where they were in April of 24, and combine sales were down 31.9% year over year. The preliminary monthly numbers for April were released by the Association of Equipment Manufacturers, and those statistics come from their member surveys. Now, sales in every category of tractors reported by AEM were also reported down in April, as they have been for several months. Sales of less than 40 horsepower tractors were down 10.4% in April compared to a year earlier. It was the same story for those 40 to 100 horsepower tractors. Sales year over year in April were down 7.3%. Now, sales of tractors more common to commercial ag were down as well. The sales of the two-wheel drive tractors 100 horsepower and above were down by a hefty 28.5% in the month of April compared to what they were a year ago at the same time, and sales of four-wheel drive tractors were down sharply 41.5% from April of 2024 to April of 2025. Now, the Association of Equipment Manufacturers also reports year-to-date numbers. Sales of all tractors are down 13.3% during the January through April timeframe this year compared to where they were during the same period last year. Combine sales happen to be off 48.3% this year compared to where they were a year ago. Well, let's take a look now at your Wednesday weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com.
More clouds and scattered showers around today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you here in Ohio. I'm not seeing anything that changes our thought process on the weather pattern. This upper level low is still trying to meander and move out. It is falling apart, but I think we're going to be seeing some on-again, off-again showers as we approach the sunset today. More in the western part of Ohio than the east. We do see partly sunny skies and a much warmer day tomorrow ahead of our next frontal boundary. That front tries to come through in two waves. Tomorrow night into Friday, there's a little one that tries to move into the northern parts of Ohio. But then we, for Friday night into Saturday, see a secondary surge that gets more of the state. At this point, I'm going to say 70% coverage, anywhere from a quarter to 3/4 of an inch of rain possible. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's get an analysis on today's markets from Leist Mercantile. This update brought to us by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you with your fundamental outlook for today. With the May USDA report behind us, along with a crop progress report that shows the national planting progress well ahead of last year's pace and 7% ahead of the 5-year average on corn and 11% ahead of the 5-year average on soy. So the market is shifting its focus onto weather to determine if the trendline yield of 181 bushel per acre on corn and 52.5 bushel per acre on soybeans are even achievable. The markets, of course, are keeping an eye on what's happening to the US dollar as we navigate the ongoing trade wars, but also on the trade deals that are being made. But it's probably the deals we're not talking about enough that may be the most consequential. Of course, I'm talking about the 20 trade deals signed between Brazil and China yesterday, covering everything from infrastructure, mining, energy, currency swaps, and of course, agriculture. In the agriculture deal, China will source DDGs and sustainable aviation fuel, amongst other products, as Brazil looks to massively expand their corn for ethanol production by adding 10 more plants over the next couple of years. It's deals like this which will make it that much harder for the U.S. to negotiate a good deal for the American farmer. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com, to learn more about a grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Let's take a look now at those markets brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. July corn is trading up 3/4 of a penny at $4.43 1/4 cents. July soybeans up 3/4 of a penny at $10.73, and wheat for July trading 2.5 cents higher at $5.19 3/4 cents. June live cattle trading down 17.5 cents. May lean hogs down 7.5. This is the Ohio AgNet.